What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Show and Tell After Dark, where we talk about all things art, all things music, and all things Boston. My name is Cricket Smith. I am your host. I have my friend here.
Shay Freak, baby.
And this episode is a grown ladies' night.
Yes.
And we got a few birthdays tonight. So whose birthday is it?
Woo!
Sister Gal, it's your birthday. So
It's
the
my
birthday girls will introduce themselves first.
Oh.
And then everybody will go around and introduce yourself, say your relationship status if you're comfortable, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, my name is Jasmine. I'm a Virgo. I'm gonna just say that because it's my birthday.
Yeah, I'm a Virgo too.
I'm engaged, and I'm a mom.
Big up to the moms
Happy
out
birthday.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the engagement.
Yes.
Thank you. August
Happy
23rd
birthday.
out here.
And who else's birthday is it?
Hi.
Go ahead, boo.
It's just okay.
They're going to practice their editing skills.
That part.
Oh, they have to edit all of this?
No, they usually don't, but they are going to practice with
Okay.
that. Birthday girl.
Yes, hi, my name is Zara. It's also my birthday, a Virgo.
Happy birthday, Virgo sis.
Yes.
Virgo
Virgos are the
sis.
best.
We really
Period.
Once we're
I've
involved,
heard.
we'll take care of everybody.
Period.
And I'm also a widow.
Oh, we'll
Yes.
talk about it. Do you feel comfortable talking about that?
Of course.
Okay,
I mean,
word.
It's part of life.
That's right.
Thank you.
My good sis at the end.
Yes. In the green.
Oh, goodness.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I am engaged. It's not my birthday. Sorry, I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
I'm a
I love Capricorn.
She was also dragged on the show.
I
Sorry.
am a mom of two.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Jennifer. I'm single.
So she's available. That
I
means
do
she's
not have
available,
kids.
guys.
And I'm an Aquarius.
Ooh, you single and
So
okay?
Aquarius. Yeah.
that's about it.
My bestest friends are Aquarius, so I'm a little biased.
Hi, I'm Aisha.
Hey.
I'm a Taurus.
Yes.
I'm a mom.
Yes.
And I'm married.
Yes.
I am Mashiri, the god. I am an Aquarius, and I'm a mom of two.
Ooh, you feel that water. You feel that water rushing.
Period.
We got single, married,
So let's get
engaged.
into it, ladies. Oh, Shay, go ahead.
All right, I have a first simple question because, not everybody's married in long-term relationships. So, first question, simple question. What do you think is the best place to meet your husband? Now, you can't say church.
Online.
I know it's the number one question for most people.
Tinder.
But the devil be in the church, I don't know.
That's right.
So, what do you guys have? What kind of advice do you have for single ladies out there?
Oh, goodness.
Who want to go forward?
Where's the best place to meet your husband from you guys' perspective? Where'd you meet your
Anywhere?
husband?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet your fiance, Jasmine?
Honestly, we met when we were 15.
Ooh,
How did that develop?
yes.
We were doing Dorchester Eagles. I was cheerleader and he was a football player. But it was, we were friends. We were friends for a while. Then we called each other best friends. He was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody. It got a little, a little complicated. I had to make some calls and let them know, like, listen, we kind of like each other. So this is what's going to be.
What we gonna do?
What
You
we
gonna drop your
do.
girl? I'm gonna drop my man.
That was, yeah. He was my
You
hero.
Ariana Grande?
But you know what? You guys are like a unicorn to me because a lot of high school relationships, they say don't last. And you
Yeah.
guys been rocking it for a while. Like, this is my cousin and friend, low key, okay?
Okay.
So, yeah, like, a lot of people feel like my high school love, I can never go back to the past because it's been a horrible past for them.
Yeah.
But what do you think worked for you guys?
Oh, goodness. To stay together?
Yes, because it's hard.
So y'all been together since
You're
y'all was
like-
15?
We have no.
So that's what I'm saying. What
Yeah,
was
okay.
the journey?
Yeah, it's a journey.
So-
It's a journey.
gosh.
You know it's a journey.
Like, today your birthday.
This shit ain't easy. You know it's a goddamn
From
journey.
whenever y'all was 15, like, what was the journey?
Oh God. I think like what so we matched like really well when we were younger. We were really like friends, and then he was the first.
Jazz.
He was the first dude to like kind of sweep me off my feet.
sound like my cousin.
send roses to my house. He had my mom like, oh, that's my son, and I was just like, listen, ma, like, hold on. But he was sweet. He was great. And then we got older. I'm 16, 17, and I feel like it in the end. I feel like it makes us a upset sometimes. We were like, oh, you talk to this person, you talk to that person, like you separated and you did this and you did that. But I think if we tried to stay together from then till now, I don't think it would have worked.
Yeah.
I think we needed that time to kind of like venture off or see
Everybody
other
need a whole
people.
phase. The whole phase is the young
whole
phase. You
is
better
necessary.
get it in.
And not even just like the whole phase, just like discovering you and like
Yeah,
being
that's
focused at school.
Yeah.
Like he was doing
That's right.
football. I was like, in college, and we're doing different things. So I feel like if we really tried to have that serious commitment, like, I don't know if we would be together today. Maybe we would, but I think it would have just been far more difficult. But yeah, it has its its ups and downs, knowing each other for that long, because we in our 30s now.
Yes.
So like we've seen each other, we've gone through different things together. We've had losses. Like he's lost his dad. It's just been a lot of different things over the years
Right.
that we had to like grow with together, from children or teens to
Yeah.
now. So but
So shout out
yeah.
to you guys.
Thank you. It's trying. And I'm not saying it's easy.
Ring the bell on that, because and listen, any relationship that started in high school that's still going in your 30s is a blessing. There's so many like obstacles trying to get at you, and youth is one of them. Youth comes with so many temptations and so many obstacles. So you got there, not to say that you're old, you're in your prime. You guys are in your prime. You listen, you can have about 5 more. You can have about 5 more.
Perfect
Okay.
age.
Okay. But anyway, anybody
Zara.
else? What's the best place to meet your husband?
I want to tap in with Zara because you have a different story. Can you tell us about the story of your husband and how everything developed?
Yes. So I always encourage, I know people always like give you this impression, a version of them that like that they want to impress you. I mean, I was mature at such a young age that I always wanted to meet people in a group setting, and we could like talk shit to each other, and I could see how you are with people, and if we're
Yes.
compatible, and then I take to the next step. I remember back in the day we used to date people, especially my husband. I specifically invited him to go shopping with me. He's like, oh, I want to take you out. I'm like, I know I need help today. Come through. We can go shopping, see if you're,
Got to test them out.
if you're
Always
good
under
people.
test, brothers.
temperature a
Just
little
know that you're tested
Exactly.
at all times. Okay.
So we went shopping, and he was such a helper. He was engaging with me. I wanted to see his style, and it was we clicked well that I was willing to go on date. A lot of times people, they're in stage, like you're on a stage where you have to perform in dating, that you don't get to know
saying
people.
That's a good term.
The first
You know?
4 months, right? The
Yeah,
first
and
4
you
months,
don't.
I feel
But
like.
there was another gentleman who was really cool with me, and I wanted to, go on a date with him. But one time I invited him out, and he was very not pleasant with the staff, and he was belittling them. And I was like, yeah, I'm all
Turn
set.
off.
Yeah, I'm all set, because
Totally.
I'm
Red flag.
an advocate for the community, and we're not compatible. So because of that interaction where we could be comfortable, like in this setting, you don't have to impress a girl. You don't have to say, this is what I'm about. Let's go to fancy lunch or dinner. I think it's better off to get to know each other as friends first, because
Group settings.
Indeed.
Social
So,
outings.
Yes.
I love that, and I think it would cut off, because people will turn to be friends later, and it
Yeah.
doesn't have that awkward stage
Right.
where we were dating. I don't want to be friends anymore.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, now we're just good friends. I got out. I missed one. Whew. Yeah.
Brittany, where did you meet your fiance?
I met him at work.
Okay. How long were you working?
That's
Were y'all
against
working
policy, girl.
How long were y'all working there? Before,
somewhere.
Yeah.
how long were y'all working there before y'all started to take things seriously?
I was working there a long time before him, and then he came over to I work for the T, so he came over to my garage, and then I used to just see him around, and I'm like, it was like a new face, and I was like, who's
Right,
that? Who's
right,
that?
right,
Who's that?
This
And
little
so,
employee, right.
so, but I never talk, because I'm kind of to myself at work. I don't really, talk to a lot of people there. So he approached me one day, and he just was like, hi, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm good. How are you? And I was like, just kept it moving kind of.
Yeah.
And then another day came, and my car needed a jump, and he was the only person around. And I was like, can you jump
That was
my
a
car?
blessing. That was God.
Right.
I said, let me show you who a homie is real quick. Let me pull my man
I
in
was
real
like,
quick.
what the heck? And so since then, we were kind of friendly with each other. Then
Yeah.
he was like, can I take you out? And I was like, okay. So then ever since then, we've kind of been together.
And how long has that been?
We've been together now going on 10 years.
Oh, girl!
Damn.
That's your man.
My man.
Yeah.
That's a man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Say,
longevity.
Where'd you meet your
That's
fiance?
longevity.
But you're married, right? Yeah. Where'd you meet your husband?
It was a party. It was a party.
Another social outing.
Yeah. It was a party, kind of very quiet, completely out of my zone of things. And I was with my best friend, and I just kind of stepped away, and we started talking. I pretended like I didn't like him.
Oh, so you was on it.
You gotta play like that, but that's a Taurus. We like the little, cat mouse.
And
you know?
how did he respond to that? Like, yeah.
Didn't really notice. We just started talking, and then we kind of clicked on similar things. I'm into like video games and
You into video
yeah,
games?
video games.
With that
Love
pretty old
that.
face?
Oh, you're a unicorn
Yo,
too.
the gaming girls really do be
Guys,
real pretty.
they would eat you up. The
We
video
just
game.
talked about it, and then
Yeah.
I kind
Yeah,
of just
fuck
fell
about
in
me.
love. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of like you don't really see that a lot of like she said. You don't really see people being themselves. They're pretending like they're over the top.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
You want feeling it.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? This person's normal. We did. This person's not trying to,
about
pretend
to
to
do the
be
same
something
thing. I
That
else.
part.
Right.
But since you did
And
it,
like
I
she
could-
said, we went to a little break, but I think the time we missed each other made it seem like, you know what? This is the one. This is the person for me. There's no one else like this person.
Yeah.
That's why I say you can meet them anywhere. You can really
Yeah.
meet someone anywhere.
That's
but
what I'm
it's like
seeing. Yeah.
kind of knowing who you are
Yeah.
makes you kind of attract the person
One.
who you want to be with.
That's the term right
Yeah.
there. Like you have to know who you are.
Yeah,
Because who
because
you are
you-
at the time, you're gonna attract that person that you are at the time.
Yeah.
Like it's best to know like your end game. Like what do you want to be, and then work your way back from there. You know.
Exactly,
I think
yeah.
that's really smart.
Yes.
And how long was that? How long ago was that?
This is our early 20s.
When was that? I don't.
Like 22. So that's like what over.
So yes, young, y'all.
So 10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah. 10,
That's young. That's still. That's
a long time.
awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't cut all of it because it was a break, so I don't know what you was doing.
How long was the break?
It was about almost a year or two.
Oh, almost a year or two.
2-year break?
Yeah, a year or two. But then when we got back, I was like, yeah, this is it.
You feel like it was necessary?
It was necessary. Like I was finishing school, was kind of getting to know myself. I'm sorry, guys.
That's
I'm
okay.
I just talking about
That's okay. They're all
That part.
virgins out here.
Talking to the mic.
In
I was
the
finishing
podcast.
school.
Yeah.
And I realized in a relationship, when you have other stuff going on, you really can't be in the
You
relationship.
really can't. That's very true.
Um,
That's very true.
Wait. Say that again.
Like,
When you have other stuff going on.
yeah, other stuff
You
going
can't
on.
be in a
you can't
relationship?
Really be in a relationship
I
like
agree.
in your beginning. Like you're going
I
to
agree.
school, you're
agree.
figuring out your finances.
Yeah.
I had a pretty shitty car that would like die all the time, so I couldn't get around like to make dates and to be there. But when I came back into it, I was done with school. I had a working vehicle.
Okay.
I could kind of afford to take care of myself and be pretty, and it kind of let me be girly and
Feminine.
feminine.
That's right.
confident.
and confident.
They
so
love that
that
word around
You
here,
know, I didn't
feminine.
feel
That's
like
right.
I wasn't ready for the
Yeah.
relationship. If that makes sense.
And that's so beautiful that you were even able to identify that, because some girls would just be like, okay, I'm gonna figure out how to manage my man,
Yeah.
my school, myself, and it just ends up messed up. You can mess it up just by trying to do everything at once.
All right. What about you, boo?
I am single, happily so, on purpose.
Okay. My dog said on purpose.
On purpose.
Not by accident.
That's right.
I don't date men, so I'm gonna live a lot longer.
I'm her girlfriend, just so y'all
Now
know.
I'm gonna live a lot longer.
That's my girl.
Cause y'all be driving us to our grave. Hold up.
What else? Yeah, I don't really date, but if I were to date, I've been on some shitty dates this year.
Yeah.
I just went
Boston. It's your
Because-
fault.
Tell us how the shittiest date that you had
Yes.
went.
Shit.
Walk us through your experience.
He's watching.
When you
I don't know
pulled up, what was
right
he
there.
doing? How did you feel? Like, what was the vibe?
I don't know what's worse. Which one's worse? Okay, I went on a date the beginning of this year with this woman, and she's cool and everything, but I feel like she kind of. I don't know if she was nervous or what, but she farted like 3 times.
No, she did not.
And one of these farts came with a leg lift. She didn't give a fuck.
No.
Shorty, she didn't give a fuck.
No. She said leg lift.
Why would you
Leg over.
Why would you lift
Shorty
your-
gave a leg over.
Why would you-
Hey,
no.
leg over.
But we're cool now. We're just
Bro, baby, give me
we
leg
can be
over.
friends.
Oh,
we
no.
can just be
Why would
friends.
she lift
'Cause
your leg?
I
That's
can't
something
imagine
you're
putting
supposed
my
to
You
do,
gotta
like,
fake that shit.
You're supposed to fake
It's ridiculous.
Go to the bathroom after the first one and get that out.
Shawty need a wipe.
Yeah.
Shawty need a wipe.
Oh,
Wipes
But
go a
she's
long way,
cool.
though.
We can be friends. I'm
could've
quick
been
to
a
friend
shirt.
zone.
Yeah.
I'm quick to friend zone.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I love a friend zone.
Yeah, it's
That's
fine.
where
Okay, we
I
can be
learn.
friends.
That's where I see. I like to watch. I like to talk shit. I
that's
like to play. I like to do all
Yeah,
that.
it's safe there.
thinking like, girl,
Yeah.
girl,
Yeah.
how do you
Yeah.
act?
Yeah.
Yeah.
fart, too.
And I'm an Aquarius, so you know, it makes sense.
So let's switch it up a little piece a bit. Who in here has kids? Who in here has a daughters? Has daughters? Daughter. I have a daughter too. You got a daughter too?
I have a kid but no daughter.
Yeah, you got a.
So
got a
it's
son.
different.
Yeah.
Boy moms and girl moms, it's a
Yeah.
whole different lifestyle.
So different.
How different is it? Who has both?
I got both. I got a
Okay,
boy
can we
and a
speak
girl.
on both? How is it different raising a daughter and a son?
Zara, get that mic. Jag, get y'all that mic real quick.
Yeah, Jazz was next. She's an expert too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
that's true, but it's still a dynamic. But you,
It's coming soon.
you have a son and a
it's
daughter.
coming.
Okay, we're going to. It's they babies. My kids are babies too, but it's still a dynamic.
Yeah.
And I know you know, so you get the mic next.
Preparation.
What's up, Z?
So, my daughter is 5, turning 15.
Tell me about it.
And then my son is 2.5. He's still maybe 5 months, if you ask me. He's
Yeah, yeah.
clingy. But my daughter
So your
is...
daughter's older.
She's older, and
Okay.
she reminds me every day her dad is her number one.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. But we have zero connection. We're like two roommates.
You and your daughter?
Yeah, it's
Nuh-uh.
amazing. I have to tell her, hey, it's time to do your hair. Are you ready? And she's like, no, I just want to do a ponytail this week. Our relationship is so cool. We're like two roommates. I'm like, okay, mommy, you want to sit on my lap? She's like, no, not maybe later, and she'll get her cushion. But like, I think it's a lot to do with my husband passing away because they were inseparable.
Please don't hurt my heart like
It's
that.
okay. They were inseparable, which is beautiful because it's the whole estrogen and testosterone thing. And I was happy. I was like, I had her 9 months. You can keep her for 21 years, which is fine.
I feel the same
you know?
way. Yes.
But when he
9
passed
months.
away, I had to like really learn to be a mom, and I was trying to have this connection with her. With my 2.5-year-old, I'm an only parent, not a single parent. There's a fucking
yeah,
difference.
exactly.
Come
yeah.
on now.
I don't want to
Yeah.
hear baby daddy thing because I
Yeah.
could toss that baby right back to his father.
Yeah.
But I'm an only parent and I'm really proud. And I try to make like specific times to dedicate to them. And her time I try to fill in with memories because her memories are her father 100%. And him, the moment he see both of us, he's like, okay, I need to be in the middle. So it's working. It's not where I want it to be, but I'm thankful that as you know, growing up, hopefully she can keep that memory of her dad, and I'll keep it alive as long as I can. That man is supposed to protect you and love you,
Yes.
and like she's just beautiful, and she loves her curly hair, and everything is about her dad. So I appreciate it, but sometimes I'm like, little shit, you look like me.
We're not
But-
always friends with our moms.
No.
You know what I mean? That's a whole other topic too.
Indeed, and
Yeah.
my mom is the same
You
way.
wanna
I'm not
be,
friends with
you
my
know?
mom. She's
Yeah.
my parents, and when I'm speaking to her, I sometimes bow a little, give her to respect, and I appreciate that because I got to learn to be a child and have respect because I wasn't friends with my mom, and it's a cultural thing. I love that, and I want my daughter to learn that she can come to me for advice, but we're not equal, and I'm not
Come
going
on
to
now, we're
condone a
not
lot of
equal.
things.
Come on.
Yeah, so
That's
I
the one.
appreciate it.
Children, you're not equal. But we still love you though.
Chaz, what's up with you and your babes?
So I have a 5-year-old. She'll be 6 on Tuesday, next Tuesday, and
Happy
I have
birthday.
thank you
Yes,
a
all the
Virgo, and then I have a
Virgos,
2-year-old.
right, house full of
So I have
Virgos.
2
But your
girls.
daughter's birthday is on the what?
July 4th is my youngest, and then August 29th.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my son. So he's only 10 months.
Yeah.
So I feel like as far as the difference, the major difference I see is the breastfeeding thing. Like he's aggressive. He's like, where you going? Give me the tip.
the boy
Where I
in
feel
him.
like Avi was a little bit. Aubrey, she was cool. Like I was pregnant when she was still breastfeeding, and my milk like production went down, and I was calling like, what's
That's the
going
hardest
on? And it was
part,
like, you
yeah.
can't take anything to like help it. It says hormones. It is what it is. So that was really hard. I struggled with that. But I legit, when I had the other two, I was like, oh, I think they'll be good in a year and a couple months. Him, I don't know how. I don't know.
That's so funny.
I don't know if he's gonna be done.
He's a breast man, girl.
Yeah, he's a breast
you know we
man.
like
Titty boy.
and breast
Yeah,
milk is the
he's
best
a-
thing for a baby. So
Yeah.
he know what he needs.
So I'm just kind of
like.
like, let me see. Let me see what's gonna happen. But the other two, I was like, listen, I'm gonna give y'all a year and 2 months, 3
It's a
months,
wrap.
and it's a
Give us
wrap.
a
But my
wrap.
production also did go down
Yeah,
with
yeah,
him.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen, so I'm gonna base it off of that.
Yeah.
But that's the major difference I see so far. Is he's more like attached. But besides that, I don't know. He's so young, so I'm like,
Yeah, you're not there yet.
I'm not there yet. But he's like, when he sees his
Yes.
sisters, he's ready to play. He's like, he's to that level. He's crawling and standing up. But besides that,
You ain't
I
there
don't
yet
know.
with
I'm
girls
not
that
there
call in the
yet with
house.
yeah,
They outside on the
Ooh.
porch asking, can he come outside to play and shit.
I'm gonna be like, we
You
both
not
coming
there.
out.
Okay.
I ain't
both
ready for
going
that
out.
either,
We
girl. I'm
outside.
not ready
Both
for
we
that. He gonna be mad at me. Yes. All right,
sorry.
let's keep it going.
Well, sure, you
mommies.
have a teenager.
I
And
do.
I want to touch base on that because
Yeah, get
yes,
a shot for her. She got a teenager. Somebody get her a shot.
the dynamic between the mother and daughter as you grow older, it shifts. You know, you start to
Yeah.
understand your mom a little bit more. You start to understand her shortcomings, you know, where she's great at. And you start to understand how much alike you and your daughter are, and also too, you have to start to understand how different you are.
Yeah.
So how has your experience been being a teenage mom, and how has your experience with your mom affected the relationship between you and your daughter?
Yeah. Well, I have a 15-year-old daughter. She is really cool.
Yeah,
She's really
and
cool.
She's so beautiful.
I bet,
so
I bet.
beautiful.
And I have an 11-year-old daughter. And so they both, my 11-year-old is really the one with the teenage vibes. She's the one with the attitude. My
What's her sign?
15-year-old
I'm
is
sorry,
just
what's her
very
sign?
smooth. They're both cancers.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I love cancer.
Telling secrets over here.
October.
Tell me.
That's right.
I said she was hunting around the same time every year.
Yeah.
October is
We said that.
It was October.
My relationships with both of my daughters is really intentional because of my relationship with my mom growing up, and she's Jamaican.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
huh?
the
culture.
I mean, my grandfather's Trinidadian, so I know it's a different story. It's a
yeah,
story within
definitely.
itself.
Yeah.
You know?
So I didn't grow up with the most affection. I didn't feel like I could really talk to my mom. We're so different.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
felt like she didn't really try to understand me or ask me questions or anything. So I do those things with my daughters. We talk about things. We cry together. We eat
Yes.
together.
You gotta cry things out.
beautiful.
Yes.
We talk about boys. We talk
Yeah.
about. I don't
What
date men,
age
so we
did you talk about boys? What age?
When did we start?
Yes, when did you start?
My youngest told me she had a crush on a boy when she was in kindergarten.
Oh
But
shit!
you know, that's that crush, you know.
Yeah.
That's true. It's true.
You know.
It's natural.
Yeah.
You just want to hold his hand.
I
and
never
like,
told my mom that, so I was kind of honored. And and so we talked about it. I told her that's fine, that's normal. I had crushes on boys when I was in whatever grade.
Yeah.
And so they feel comfortable for the most part. I know they're going to still hide things from me, but for the most part, we're really open. We do things together. We laugh, we play, we talk. Yeah, so far, the teenage years, I was kind of scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary.
yeah.
But I was
Once
scared
periods
because I
come,
know what I was
girls,
doing.
a whole
at
world.
Right, because you
15.
know what you
It's
was
like a
doing.
black hole.
But I was
I stopped
doing-
smoking cigarettes when I was 12.
I was doing what I was doing what I was doing because my mom wouldn't let me do anything.
Oh no.
My mom was really strict, so I had to be sneaky.
Yeah.
Right, gotta be sneaky.
So I was doing a lot.
Yeah. So you were afraid that your daughter might start doing the same things you was doing?
Yeah, but they don't really need to. They just come
Right.
to me.
Come on.
Because I don't need to really. I don't need to be that strict.
That's
with them.
right. That's right. That's
So
right.
yeah, it's really different.
You don't need to be. Yeah. What if they were out here running these streets?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
what
What
happens
would you
whenever you
do,
have a mom
girl?
that's
Yeah.
open to communication.
Is
and
it?
you, yeah, 100%.
Because there is a thing that like when you're sheltered when you're younger, you want to wall out.
Look at the
Yeah.
pastor's
She
daughters.
gets-
The pastor's
So-
daughters be the hoes in the school.
That's
You
facts.
feel me?
Girl.
You feel me? They really
That's
do
facts.
because of they just got that.
Because you didn't let them out. You didn't let them out for a little
Come
bit of
on,
air.
like,
You didn't let them out for a little bit of air, so they gone.
100%.
Gone.
How do you ladies feel like your relationship with your mothers affected your life or your relationship with your children even?
Oh,
Why you roll them
sister.
eyes like that?
Sister.
I seen that eye
Come
roll.
talk, sister.
Look, if you want to roll them eyes,
Come talk
anybody
to me
that been
now.
on the floor.
You got
First and
something on your
foremost,
mind?
I love my mother. We're
Yeah.
friends now.
Yes, because we're grown. You can't put our ass
We
no
didn't
more.
start off like that. But I think becoming a mom and when I reached of age to understand what she went through, she wasn't born here. She moved here when she was older, left
Where's
her
your
family.
mama from?
Yes.
She's from Haiti.
Okay.
Yes.
So
shout
she
out
moved
to
here with my
Haiti.
father, only man she ever knew in her life.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, he lucked out, girl. That's
Okay,
what they
tell us,
wish.
girl,
That's
tell
the
us.
every
So
dream,
my
girl.
mother was very, very strict, very protective, very, Catholic, strict.
Yes, Cat.
So, and then I went to predominantly like white schools when growing up.
Yes, yes.
So I had a strict home, but very free friends. And I felt like, why would you guys do this to me? Like, why would you put me in this environment? I can't go to any parties. I can't do anything. I was miserable. Even in high school, we would just, we probably were like fire and gasoline because everything, little thing just set me off.
Because you're becoming a woman now. It's a different
And I
switch.
didn't understand some of the rules, like
Yeah.
what I
Right.
wore. My underwear was a problem.
Yeah.
Like my hair was a problem. Nail polish was a problem. It was just like I couldn't win.
Right.
So, but then when I became a mom, and then I started talking to her more, because now
How old is
I'm-
your daughter?
She's 6.
Okay.
So when I became a mom, I decided like, okay, let me talk to my mom. Like, why was she like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
So until you like have kids, you try to understand the dynamic
Because
you
I
see
didn't want to
different
hit my
things.
kids. I didn't want to be
Right.
the person to beat my kids, especially when
Yeah.
they had questions. I couldn't ask my mom anything. I couldn't.
Yeah,
Because
same here.
she never
Yeah.
was like, let's sit and talk. It was like, you had a question, go pray about it, or take a shower, or like you shouldn't be feeling these things. So when I did get a little freedom, I went free.
You went crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you was showing
So,
out.
yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like when we finally talked and I saw how she was, her sister had a child young. Her mom, raised them by herself. My uncles and my aunts by herself in Haiti. So she didn't want that for me. She got married. She wanted that kind of dynamic. She was very Catholic. The religion in that also.
Yeah.
But then I became like her everything.
Yeah.
And
Your
she
only
just-
child?
No, I have a wonderful brother.
Okay, just
Yeah.
one brother, one sibling.
In the marriage, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So it was growing up, getting to talk to her after being a mom, seeing what she went through. Now she's my friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it.
You have an understanding.
Yeah. You never know then.
She had it
You
easier.
just, I hate
though.
you.
I
Why
think
you say that?
She had it easier because our culture today, right now, doesn't really protect parents, I guess. Like,
Why you say that?
They don't protect parents.
Haitian culture doesn't protect parents?
Just
American
American
culture?
culture
American
doesn't
culture?
protect
They don't
parents.
protect anything
In what
these
way
days.
does
Yeah.
other cultures protect parents opposed to versus American culture?
Discipline wise,
Yeah, oh my
the
God.
community wise, like I see a lot of like Caribbean, Cape Verdeans, grandma, uncles, everybody kind of supports the parents.
100%.
I don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this culture, even
Yeah.
teachers don't really support the parents. It's kind of like, no offense to teachers, but like if something's in the household, I remember growing up, there was teachers aware of the different cultures. They were aware of the different things that happened. So it was supported. Now it's more like the kid.
Our teachers
Yeah,
are
it's
definitely
judgment.
different. That's the
one.
It's
Yeah.
the kids are independent. They can do what they want. They have feelings and all this stuff. Not saying it's not helpful, but it makes it really hard to be a parent because you are tiptoeing around
Yeah.
everything.
Jasmine too. I know it's your birthday, girl, and they got plans. They got
I know I'm
plans to
over here
celebrate
leave
today.
friends.
waiting for my reservation.
That's okay.
They calling
Before
me.
she
She finna
goes,
leave, y'all.
They calling
before she
me.
goes,
But
yes.
tell us your dynamic.
Anything you wanna tell us,
How the
yeah.
relationship with your mom affects the relationship between you and your children.
My mom's a grandmazilla.
Yeah, that's what's
She
up.
is a grandmazilla. Like,
what's up.
I wish I could show y'all the video right now of like when I
Little
gave when
side
I gave
clip.
birth to my first
beautiful.
daughter. Like everybody was like, "Is that Anthony?" Because she had a hat on. But I mean, she was. Like
No,
I'm in
that's
the
my
hospital,
mom.
she's
She
holding
pushed him
me
out the
like
way.
we was like this.
That's
as
a
I'm pushing,
blessing.
like, all like she is a grandmazilla. She loves her grandbabies. Like you can't tell her nothing. They're with her right now.
That's what's
Shout out to
up.
grandmas.
Shout out to Gigi.
That's why we
Shout out to
here.
Glam-
Shout out
Glamzilla.
to, no, it's Gigi, y'all.
Gigi.
It's
Gigi.
Hey, Gigi.
Yeah, we got a Gigi on Nini's. Right. Mimi's.
So she really loves her. My mom, I mean, nothing's perfect, but my mom always made sure, and my dad, made sure we
Yes.
were good. And
Yeah.
she still does to this day. Like I can't, she still treats me like
Princess.
like, you know, like
Barbie.
but when it comes to my kids.
Yes.
Like she
Blessing,
be like,
girl.
that is.
Avi called me. Does she need me? What's
Oh,
happening?
yes,
Like
yes.
she's and I am really grateful for that. Both my parents
Yes.
are really helpful when it comes to my children. And that's a blessing because it really does take a village.
Because some grandmas be acting funny out here.
Yeah, they do.
Like, I'm trying to live.
Give me that
today.
EBT card and I
What
take
you
care of
talking
it.
about?
But
Give me that
even
card.
when you
I need
have
you.
like
Give me that one I take care
Where you
of.
going?
When the money gone, they give me back.
My turn.
even when you have like a 2-parent household like we do, like
It's still
sometimes
hard.
it's like even if it's just a date night,
Yep.
or if he's working late, or if
Yep.
I'm working late, or I want to come to a podcast,
Yeah,
or like
that's
do
right.
anything, go to the gym, it could be a lot.
Can I,
even
can
if
I
it's
just say
okay
that
at
too?
home.
Things, yep.
Because like
Show
I'm a mother and I'm a single woman, but I feel like a lot of my married friends tell me they feel the same way I do. I'm like, how, girl? You got about two, you know what I mean? 2 sets of everything. But it's still just the dynamic of just being a woman and being
Yeah.
a mother and being a working mother.
Yeah.
So, because we're that for everybody. We're
Yeah.
everybody's mama. Even our husbands.
Moms just
we
be
their
doing-
mama too.
Moms be doing
Okay.
We they
everything.
second mamas.
Like mamas
And I think
really
a lot
are.
of dads get offended sometimes because
Yeah.
they're like, "I'm here too. I'm doing this too." And it's,
Yeah.
and it's
We
like,
see y'all.
yeah, we see you,
Yeah.
and you are doing, you
Yeah.
are here, but like, it's still a lot on my plate, bro.
Sure.
This we
Still-
have the milk.
Okay, legit.
They're on us every 2 hours.
Like I
okay?
had to carry the not even being pregnant.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Like that 9 months.
It's a long line of months. It seemed like 12
And look,
months.
did you push them all out?
Pushed them all out. All 4 of them. Okay? I can't believe I did that. Who told me to do that? It's so even in 2-parent households, it still could be a lot of work.
Come
So like
on,
me and my
that's right.
mom, she's really helpful as far
Yes.
as like just even if I need her to pick them up if I'm running late for anything.
That's everything.
Anything like that, where really she's really good with that. And growing up, like we had a good relationship. I got my ass beat sometimes. Not gonna
Okay.
lie. Like
Just a little
I was a
bit.
kid.
It's
I
new.
was a kid. I had a time.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a time. So like, you know, she got in my behind when I needed both of them did when it needed
Do you
it.
think it worked?
I feel like it
Or was
did.
this whatever?
Almost.
Almost.
Almost. I
Yeah.
think so. I feel like it took a
gonna touch on that
village. Like I
again.
had a 4th
Yeah.
grade teacher that really poured into me.
Yeah,
I
that's
had a
beautiful.
5th grade
Matter,
teacher that
yo.
poured into me. I had parents like
They're our second moms.
yeah, like we traveled
Yeah,
everywhere.
when they're
We
not
like
around.
they did everything they could do. So I
Yeah.
think like after just having like love and support all around my family, which is a blessing to have, I feel like man, I turned it around and changed. I found a gift. I found writing in the 4th grade. My teacher was like, "You can write," and I was like, "I can." Okay. So like finding little things like that, like you know, you figured out we were good. They did the best they could, and I'm happy with it. Like I think I had a good childhood. So yeah, I think we're
Thank
good.
you, Mama. Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah, thank you, Dad.
We love you.
I think we're good. And now we're friends. Like I think me and my mom are cool. Like we'll have a drink together.
Yes. Do you need to
And yeah, I do.
go? Okay.
I do got an
So we're gonna
escape.
cut. Take
I don't
a second.
want to
Take a
though.
second.
I know. I wish you could
Do
stay
what you want to do. It's your
longer.
birthday.
How
long
girl.
are we
They
here?
have
Reservations.
appetizers and shit.
You
I've
think
been
so?
over there. They waiting. They sitting.
You
around
think
for a
so?
second.
They
They
called the
gonna sit for a
restaurant
second.
called me.
They called you?
Yeah.
But their
That's why I was
people's
over there
there.
like-
The people. Your
The people are there.
I'm sorry,
We
y'all
would
gonna
love to
cut that
have you
out.
here, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. But look, you can stay if you want.
Do whatever you do.
How long y'all gonna be here? Can I
About
come
another
back?
hour, about
Oh,
another
I ain't-
hour and a half.
You finna go?
You don't do that.
Come on.
You
I feel
got.
like as
Are
long
you a
as they're
comedian?
there-
No, but I won
Unless
class
she got
clown
that
in
voice, she got
cosmetology
that
school.
country voice.
I did win class clown. I ain't gonna lie.
Cause you need to do stand up.
I know.
Just
So when you pull up, the food.
y'all trying to really get me in trouble.
As long as they listen. Y'all can add this or not. We figuring this out regardless.
Come on, I'll give you the party of your life if you stay.
The high part. Pull up GP. Pull up Google Maps.
But this
It takes 21 minutes to get there. I'm supposed to be there at 9:30.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta go.
Are you
Roxbury
meeting
High
somebody?
Park.
I got a whole party there.
Jan, you gotta go.
You
gotta
have
go.
to be there. First
You
of all,
gotta
the
go.
birthday girl's always a little bit.
That's true.
Always a little bit.
Late.
So
Don't do this.
as long as they're not waiting for you to sit down,
They
they're
might be
fine,
waiting
bro.
for me. They don't
Jazz,
even know.
Ask them. We're gonna
Jazz,
take a
go.
break.
This is
Go.
ridiculous.
We'll tap back in with you.
Okay.
Look, because I want to tap back in with you.
I
I'm
know.
all the other
I'm
ladies.
coming back.
You said, listen, reservations at 9:30. It's 9:39.
It's 40. It's gonna take me 20 minutes to get over there.
Yeah, but they good.
10 when you get there.
They washing their
What
hands.
if, what if I get there?
They
They're like,
washing their
yeah,
hands.
tables up. What
Hit
am
'em
I
up.
gonna do?
Say, go ahead.
Hit 'em up.
Go ahead.
If I get there and there's no dinner, we going
Come
out.
back.
Y'all taking me out.
We coming.
Okay,
we meeting
word.
you anyway.
We going to reggae festival.
We look like the
song.
Spice
Word.
Girls, 2023 Spice Girls.
After
All right,
party
we
here.
coming right
But I'm
back
talking
here.
about
Don't let
party
us in.
But
here.
look, it's the spice: cayenne pepper, curry, cinnamon. All right,
Okay.
motherfucking clove out here.
All right.
all right. Who says so? No, so sounds horrible for you. Don't fuck.
But this was wonderful.
Turmeric.
Listen,
Turmeric
they don't let
salad.
me in. I'm coming back.
Come back, please.
right.
We got a spot for you.
Cinnamon, yeah.
Hey, happy birthday!